Hello. So the question is, what do I bring with me to class every day? Well, you don't have to travel very far because we're taking class in our own homes. You're going to notice I'm in my own house as well. So, first and foremost, when we come to class every day, I want you to bring a positive attitude, a big smile, and really think about that every day that we get to be together is an opportunity for you to learn and extend your thinking. Even when things get hard, I want you to think about how you can have perseverance. How can you keep trying and ask questions to make sure that you fully understand all of the material that we cover? So, again, positive attitude and positive growth mindset for sure is the number one thing you need to bring every day. The other thing are just some pencils and pens, maybe even some highlighters. You're going to notice I have a little pencil cup that I keep right next to my desk. I love pens. It makes it a little bit easier for me to go through and highlight, circle, underline, maybe even write down some important things I don't want to forget. But remember, again, pencils and pens, highlighters are really good. Make sure you always have those right next to you in class. If you can't have a pencil cup or if you don't have a stationary location where you're doing your classwork, just grab a pencil pouch, grab a little plastic bag, put them in there, and keep them with your computer. All right, the other thing is a calculator. We all are in front of a device, but sometimes it might be nice to have a handheld calculator so you're not going back and forth between. Not required, but just something nice if you choose to have it. I always like to have lined paper or scratch paper handy. Not everything that we do in class will be something that we put in our notes. Practice is just our practice. It's the way that we improve our thinking. So lined paper is perfect. Graph paper is fine. We'll be using some graph paper in Block 4, which will be a lot of fun. I know I even had students in the past that had a small whiteboard or even a boogie board. I'm not sure if you've ever seen those before where you write on a black screen and it projects. So anything you want to use to practice is going to be important. Just make sure if I do ask you to turn in an assignment and you're practicing on something not paper, make sure you take a picture of it before you erase it. All right, let's talk specifically math. So you will need your math textbook next to you at your computer. The one that we're going to be working out starting in second semester is proportions and probability. You should have already started it with your previous teacher. We're going to start in block 2. We can envision ourselves here on this lovely island with those palm trees. Now, later on, we will be looking at shapes and angles, which is another textbook. And this is representing Seattle. There's our Space Needle. Now, some of you in your classes might have already started a math notebook. Keep your notes organized, kind of like a manual for math. So please make sure that you do bring whatever notebook you used for math to our Zoom sessions. You don't need to go get a new one. Remember, everything that you took notes on in your previous class is still important and it's still useful. And the reason why you took it is to help you understand. So make sure that you don't start a new one, that you just leave off or just start wherever you left off. And then for science. So I did not teach science before. I do know that you were doing science notebooks and you were keeping your notes organized and your thoughts based on whatever science program you were using. If you were using Mosamax or if you were using Project Lead the Way or another science curriculum. So wherever you wrote your work for science, I would like you to bring whatever notebook you use to class. If you did not have a notebook already for science, make sure you grab one for our notes and our activities. All right, see you in class.